Meanwhile, in West Asia, Iran is stirring up fresh tensions by reviving an old territorial claim. In recent weeks, the Iranian media has been pushing a claim. Bahrain is not an independent country. Instead, it is the 14th province of Iran, it says. You heard that right. Iran is taking claim to an independent and sovereign Bahrain. They call Bahrain the province of Miss Mahig. What gives? Now, before we move further, let me answer the most obvious question. Is there any merit to this claim? The answer is no. Bahrain is not a part of Iran. Bahrain is an independent nation. There are no doubts over its sovereignty. Then what are these claims all about? Let me explain. In the year 1957, under the Shah, Iran had laid a claim on Bahrain. At that time, Bahrain was a British protectorate. But Iran staked a claim over it anyway. A bill was passed in the Iranian parliament in the year 1957. It declared Bahrain as Iran's 14th province. 2 seats were also created for Bahrain in Iran's parliament, but they were never claimed. Bahrain got its independence from the British rule in 1971. But 1 year before that, in 1970, the United Nations conducted a plebiscite there. The question before Bahrainians was simple. Will they accept Iran's rule or do they want independence? The Bahrainis overwhelmingly chose independence. The United Nations Security Council had passed a resolution then. It talks about the final result of the plebiscite. Listen to this. The overwhelming majority of the people of Bahrain wish to gain recognition of their identity in a fully independent and sovereign state, free to decide for itself its relations with other states. Iran had to accept the outcome. So in 1971, they also recognized Bahrain as a sovereign state. But in the years that followed, Iranian officials kept coming up with different reasons to question Bahrain's independence. And one of the most recent instances was this one. It happened in the year 2018. A representative of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, made a controversial remark. His name is Hossein Shariatmadari. He had said that Iran owns Bahrain and the people of Bahrain feel separated from their motherland. Listen to this quote now. Once we wrote that Bahrain is ours, many made lots of noise. Saudi muftis who say too much nonsense issued a death fatwa against us. That claim led to protests. Bahrain had demanded an apology too. The controversy quickly died down, but now it is being revived. Already, Iran and Bahrain have a tense relationship. One of the reasons for that is Israel. In 2020, Bahrain normalized diplomatic ties with Israel. In February this year, both the countries signed a security pact. And this week, they kicked off talks for a free trade agreement. Remember, Israel is an arch rival of Iran, so Tehran will not be too happy about the deepening ties, naturally. But attacking Bahrain, Iran is also taking on a key US ally. Bahrain is critical to American interests in the region. It hosts the 5th fleet of the US Navy. So Iran could also be targeting the US by reviving these very claims. The verbal attacks on Bahrain are now intensifying. Last month, on Bahrain's Independence Day, the Iranian press carried a series of pieces. They all questioned the independence of Bahrain. Even Iran's Revolutionary Guards have jumped onto the narrative, onto the debate. The Revolutionary Guards run the Fars news agency. It republished a controversial editorial from 2007. Again, it questions the independence of Bahrain and calls for an Iranian takeover. Listen to this now. Today, the main demand of the people of Bahrain is the return of this province, which was severed from Iran back to its original and maternal land, meaning Islamic Iran. Well, such moves will only needle Bahrain further and escalate the risk of raising tensions in an already volatile region. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.